What are the best NSFW life hacks? Fingering is not an in and out motion. You are not simulating a penis with your finger. Insert. Press up into the bumpy surface on the roof of the vagina and drag out while maintaining pressure. For normal people it can be thought of as a come hither motion. For Reddit nerds think using a mouse scroll wheel, only upside down. If you can't reach something on a high shelf at the office, just stand on a rolling chair. Women want guys to be present during sex. Make noise, let her know you're enjoying her body. You don't have to jackhammer her twat to turn her on, just show her passion and excitement. Women are more turned on by the experience than the jackhammer. Catch up on sleep by not going into work. It's a life hack that is not safe for work. If you keep firm pressure on the clit after orgasm, there is a percentage of women that will have one or a series of smaller, yet very enjoyable, climaxes from that pressure. Don't rub, just gentle pressure. Edit. Thank you for my very first award. I'm thrilled my most upvoted comment is for a tip on extending orgasm, and I hope you are successful in trying it out either by yourself or with a partner. The underneath/sides of the boobs are more sensitive than the top of them, and the cleavage. Cold water gets come off skin much better than hot water. Thinking of receiving anal in a few minutes and douching beforehand? Wetter is not better. If you use too much water and it gets into your colon, it's coming back out in a few minutes with force. Stop when you just start to feel pressure. Guys, don't be afraid to make your orgasm loud and obvious. It's unbelievably hot when you don't hold back. Farts will come out quicker and smoother if you're laying on your left side. Has to do with how your bowels are situated. This is a godsend in bed at night during the 2 days leading up to my period. Ask your partner what they like, or don't like, or always wanted to try. Hygiene. Trim your fingernails. Long nails hurt. Also, if you know in advance you are getting lucky, but haven't showered the entire day, take one. It is okay to laugh during sex. Having fun makes you more relaxed and playful. Always pee after sex, both genders. Reduces the risk of UTIs. Keep your hand around the small of her back and make sure her clit is rubbing against your pelvic bone. Edit. Or if the position doesn't cater to this, get a bullet vibrator and use it/have her use it. Gently put pressure on a woman's lower stomach while having sex. It helps both, I've found. For fellow men, while bathing, wash your ass crack with shampoo. Your ass hairs will be super soft and conditioned. Women compliment me on this all the time now. If you're on your way down to perform oral on a chick and realize too late that the smell is going to kill you, but you've already committed and backing out is going to be a problem, all isn't lost. Spread your fingers wide like you're throwing the peace sign to a hippie. Slide your thumb into the vagina. Press your palm firmly over it, sealing the unpleasant odor in. Now you can lick her clit between your peace sign fingers with no odor. If you're a dude and you have an exceptionally splashy poo, give your balls a quick once over with some toilet paper. That splashback can get on your undercarriage and you may not notice. Balls are stinky enough. Water by the bed or adjacent to sex setting minimizes reducing the mood while keeping you hydrated and hopefully cramp free in those long bouts. If you're going to nut in the shower, use cold water. If you use hot water, the jizz cooks and gets coagulated and sticks to everything. Bing Video is great for looking for premium porn videos that have been uploaded elsewhere. Just remember to turn off safe search. Edit. I don't work for Bing, I promise. Speed does not equal pleasure. Start slow and methodical and slowly go faster. Don't just rely on your dick either. Whisper in her ear, kiss her neck. Kiss from her neck to her pussy, and once you get down there really give it to her and tell her how much you love her body and how good she makes you feel, or bad if that's what you're into. Also, when eating pussy, don't just lick. Curl your tongue and do little circles. When licking her clit, put one hand on her mons pubis area and gently press upward to pull her skin and labia taut. This exposes the clit and adds to sensitivity. My ex did this all the time until I caught on and made it part of our thing. Current partner approves. Edit. It has been brought to my attention that I made a typo. Indeed, it should be mons pubis. Current partner approves. If your partner ejaculates and you pin him down and drag your goopy vagina across their bare back to assert dominance and to moisturize. Edit. Who it seems that some gold finally made it into my grubby little hands. Remove the guards from the grinders so you can grind in all positions. If you just weld a tack, put your hand over it so you don't have to put on your welding hood. If you don't have gloves, you can do a safety squint. Edit. Thanks for the silver. Stay safe out there. Those are just things I see people do. I keep my guard on and use my PPE all the time. The real death grip that guys experience is psychological. A lot of guys, especially those who are relatively new to sex, struggle to get off due to stage fright. They are not used to playing co-op or performing under pressure. While masturbation is about self-pleasure, sex is about pleasuring your partner and being rewarded for it. I've recommended to inexperienced friends to start off with mutual masturbation so that they get used to busting a nut while there's another active participant. It usually does the trick. Give your resso a foot massage after sex if you want to give them a real treat. Your pleasure centers are all warmed up and it is practically as good as the sex itself, but lasts as long as you want it to. Get her off before you even start. Make sure she has an orgasm, and a good one at that, before your dick goes anywhere near that. Why? Well, for one, if she gets off every time, she's going to enjoy sex with you more, and will want to have it more, so that's a win for you. But more importantly, as a life hack, the difference between how it feels for you is night and day when she's 100% revved up. Sex after she's gotten off compared to just when she's horny is like comparing a Thanksgiving feast to a PB&J sandwich. They'll both do the job, but the turkey and stuffing is so much better. Forget putting a towel on the bed. Use a wrestling mat for sex. Wrestling mats are specifically built to handle two sweaty people grunting and pounding each other. The mats provide better support for sex than a bed does, and they are definitely a lot easier to clean. Some tips. Make sure to clean the mat before and after every use. Don't get a red mat, otherwise it may be difficult to see what to clean. If you're into blood play or period sex, lubricant will make some mats very slippery, so I wouldn't recommend trying to stand on the mat after you've done the diddly do. You'll want to crawl or roll off and wipe your feet carefully. To be extra cautious, look up jujitsu videos for instructions on how to protect yourself while falling. Speaking of lube, you'll want to apply a little bit to the mat to avoid mat burn. Unless you really want to go wild, a practice mat would suffice. Something like this is a high quality option. Exercise mats work too. Here is an affordable example. Edit 1. Bonus tip. You can outfit the wrestling mat with bondage restraints if you're feeling kinky. Edit 2. I added a more affordable example after seeing some gawk at the price of the mat I initially linked. I forgot that not everyone wants to go all in right away. Whoops. Explain to your partner ahead of time that when you're super excited you occasionally let a fart slip out. Then reassure them that it doesn't happen that often, only once or twice ever. Then you can rip whenever you want, and they won't get mad, because they'll think they're the world's greatest lover. Before an exam, get a boner, and write a bunch of notes on your dick. Then, when you need to cheat, whap it out, and get it hard. Plus, if you let girls know what you're doing, they'll probably ask to see your dick, so you'll be killing two flies with one cum shot. If you want more sound from your partner during sex, you can take advantage of different products and apply them to their genitalia. I, myself, have found great success with the application of Tabasco and pepper oils. When with girls, involve yourself with your partner. Don't get pressured by your own mind into overthinking what they want. For example, I remember the first time I ever fingered my now ex, GF. She told me I look really bored when I did it. That stuck with me, and I realized I was sacrificing my own pleasure by thinking exclusively of my partner and not both of us, which in turn was making me less involved and making the experience war for both of us. Learn techniques if you like, but best to just relax and communicate clearly. With guys less experienced, took a while to think of some good advice. Responding to their needs is key, but these needs may be strong/overwhelming. It's always okay and often helpful to slow down, pause and try to gain balance over what they like/you like, and to what intensity. maybe even beforehand, and separate from the act, work out your compatibility. Source: bisexual. I think one of the sexiest things a partner has ever done for me is wash their hands deliberately before fingering me. Sounds silly, but fingers can be gross, and I'm prone to infections. It was just a really respectful gesture. Gold Bond body powder on your balls. It'll help with them sticking to your legs and keep them feeling fresh longer. Also, they are really soft and smooth afterwards. If you do this though, make sure your balls are sufficiently dry or the cooling sensation from the powder may be a little too intense for you. Otherwise, there's really no downsides to this MO. If you can't seem to ejaculate during oral sex, try getting up into a position where you can thrust your hips. Naturally, this can lead to gagging, so have her prop herself up on elbows facing the edge of the bed. You stand facing her. She adjusts so that when your thighs hit the mattress, you have bottomed out and can't penetrate any deeper than that. Hiccups can be cured by stimulating the vagus nerve. One doctor found the most reliable form of vagus nerve stimulation for stopping hiccups is digital rectal massage. Not into butt stuff. Having an orgasm can also work. I don't know that I've ever seen this one mentioned before, so here you go. Guys, if you feel directly above your junk, you'll notice there's a fleshy V-shaped structure there. When she wants you to go harder, angle your hips to hit her clit with that. That's the sensation she's usually after. Plus, you don't have to worry about accidentally ramming her cervix, a very unpleasant sensation, from what I've observed. If you're behind her, time your thrusts so your balls swing forward for the same effect. As a corollary, lightly tapping her clit during foreplay can be a new and surprisingly stimulating experience for her. YMMV. Edit. It's important to note that the most important thing you can do in the bedroom is to pay attention and read your partner to see if she enjoys what you're doing. With this and with any other technique, when in doubt, just ask. A woman's body has pain receptors spread out over their whole body. They have twice as many as men too. These receptors also register pleasure. A sensual massage might make you calm down, mate, but do it right to a woman. That's her version of foreplay. Don't be so focused on genitalia and boobs that you forget the rest of the body, especially the legs, the back, the shoulder, and even the stomach. This is more advice than life hack. As for a life hack, this is for you guys, but it works for you too, ladies. On your first time with someone, it's alright to ask what they want. Just word it correctly. Like, what do I need to do to make you feel good? As an example, it's simple, but it's all about what you can do for someone else. It's alright to ask for help in making someone else feel good. No one will take it bad, only if you keep asking. It's all about you taking an interest in them and their pleasure. Don't be afraid to ask your partner to wash their vagina or penis before sexy time. It's a better experience when everyone is clean. Goes without saying. Do not be offended when someone asks you to wash your dick or vagina. Do not say I showered this morning or something along those lines. Just do it. Erring on the side of proper hygiene is a win-win for everyone. NSFW tips. When doing the come hither motion, use your fingertips, or more accurately the pads of your fingers, not the tip, where the nail is, and try to avoid the edges of your nails, obviously. Additionally, if you're going to put your fingers in someone, keep your hands and nail beds clean, and keep the nails trimmed/filed. If you are unsure if your nails will scratch her, run your finger and nail around the inside of your cheek to check for problem areas.